Precautions for disassembly of D12 Euro 2 engine. 1. Diesel engine shall be disassembled after cooling. Firstly, easy to disassemble. Secondly, to prevent parts from deformation arising from over-high temperature. 2. It must be cleaned before disassembly. During the disassembly process, working area shall keep clean and tidy. Avoid excessively humid environment. 3. In case of disassembly, special tools and standard tools shall be used. Disassembly by force is strictly prohibited. 4. In case of disassembly, reliable protection shall be carried out appropriately. Avoid damage to parts and engine block junction surface. Overweight parts such as crankshaft, flywheel, and flywheel housing, etc. Note to disassemble properly and place them to avoid personnel injury. 5. Bolts for which disassembly sequence is not specified. Screw out them symmetrically from the middle to two sides. Partial special bolts shall not be reused. 6. The disassembled parts shall be placed in a classified manner. Matching parts shall be placed in pair based on number. Avoid mistake in reinstallation. 7. If there is fuel and engine oil flowing out when disassembly, suitable containers shall be used to hold them and carry out professional cleaning and note to protect environment. Fan. Screw out 3 fixed bolts. Remove the fan. Silicone oil fan clutch. Must place it vertically. Peripheral accessories. 1. Unscrew strong hoop on air outlet elbow of turbocharger. 2. Screw out 3 fixed bolts on air outlet elbow support. Remove the support. 3. Screw out the remaining 2 fixed bolts on air outlet elbow bracket. Remove air outlet elbow of turbocharger. Put on the dust cover to avoid foreign matters from entering into it. 4. Loosen hoop on diffuser pipe and bracket on diffuser pipe. 2 fixed bolts. Remove the diffuser pipe. Put on the dust cover to avoid foreign matters from entering into it. Turbocharger. 1. Unscrew fixed bolt for heat shield of exhaust pipes. Take down heat shield. 2. Screw out fixed bolts and nuts for oil inlet pipe of turbocharger. Remove the oil inlet pipe of turbocharger. 3. Unscrew 4 fixed bolts for turbocharger and exhaust pipes. Hold up turbocharger with hands. Remove turbocharger and metal sealing gasket. Note to avoid damage to bypass valve in case of placement. Air compressor. 1. Remove coolant inlet, outlet pipes and lubricating pipe of air compressor. 2. Screw out fixed bolts for air compressor by 16 mm socket. Hold up air compressor with hands. Slowly separate air compressor from gear chamber. After disassembly, O-ring on air compressor installation plane shall be replaced before reinstallation. Cooler. 1. Remove oil cooler support. 2. Screw out fixed bolts for engine oil cooler cover. Remove engine oil cooler cover and gasket. 3. Remove 4 fixed bolts for engine oil cooler element. Take down engine oil cooler element. Oil filter. Screw out 4 fixed bolts for engine oil filter. Take down the oil filter. The oil filter belongs to thin-walled part and needs to be handled with care. exhaust pipe. Unscrew fixed bolts for exhaust pipe by 16 mm socket. Remove the exhaust pipe. Water outlet pipe. Unscrew fixed bolt on outlet pipe. Remove the water outlet pipe. Remove exhaust manifold and gasket. Cylinder head cover. Unscrew fixed bolt on cylinder head cover. Take down cylinder head cover and gasket. High pressure fuel pipe. Unscrew high pressure fuel pipe at injector side. Unscrew high pressure fuel pipe at high pressure fuel pump side. Unscrew fixed bolt for high pressure fuel pipe support. Remove high pressure fuel pipe assembly. Fuel return pipe of injector. Use 13 mm Allen key. Unscrew hollow bolt for fuel return pipe of injector. Take down fuel return pipe of injector. Air intake pipe. 1. Unscrew hollow bolts at two ends of inlet pipe connecting air intake pipe and high pressure fuel pump. Take down air intake pipe of smoking limiter. 2. Unscrew fixed bolt for air intake pipe. Take down air intake pipe and 6 inlet pipe gaskets. Low pressure fuel pipeline. Unscrew bolt for fuel inlet pipe for high pressure fuel pump. Unscrew hollow bolts at two ends of manual fuel pump. Unscrew hollow bolts at fuel inlet and outlet of fine filter. Unscrew hollow bolts at fuel inlet and outlet port of primary filter. Unscrew hollow bolts at fuel outlet port of primary filter. Take down low pressure fuel pipeline. Fuel filter. Unscrew fixed bolts for fuel fine filter. Dismantle the fuel fine filter. Unscrew fixed bolts for fuel primary filter. Dismantle the fuel primary filter. Dipstick components. Unscrew fixed bolts for dipstick components and crankcase. Take down dipstick components. Lubricating pipe of fuel injection pump. Unscrew 2 fixed bolts for lubricating pipe of fuel injection pump. Remove lubricating pipe of fuel injection pump. High pressure fuel pump. 1. Unscrew 2 hexagon socket fixed bolts on high pressure fuel pump base. 2. Unscrew 4 fixed bolts at connection part of high pressure fuel pump flange and transition plate. 3. Slightly loosen high pressure fuel pump. Remove high pressure fuel pump from gear chamber. Starter. Unscrew fixed bolts and nuts on starter. Precautions of disassembly and placement. Note to avoid damage to starter relay, wiring harness connector, and other electrical apparatus elements and avoid them from stress. Separate starter from flywheel housing along with horizontal direction. Inspect whether starting gear of starter has complete tooth form with no mechanical damage. Belt. Take down the water pump belt. Unscrew flat idler gear. Unscrew fixed bolt on tensioner of water pump by 16 mm socket. Take down flat idler gear and tensioner. Take down alternator belt. Alternator. Unscrew fixed bolt on tensioner of alternator by 16 mm socket. Take down tensioner. Unscrew 2 fixed bolts for alternator. Take down the alternator. Oil-gas separator. Screw out fixed bolts of oil-gas separator and bracket bolts. Loosen hoop of gas intake pipe. Hoop of oil return pipe. Extract oil-gas separator. Water pump. Screw out 5 fixed bolts for water pump. Take down the water pump assembly. Bracket. Unscrew 4 fan bracket bolts by 6 mm socket. Take down fan bracket. Unscrew 3 bracket bolts of alternator. Take down the bracket of alternator. Unscrew 4 bracket bolts of air conditioning compressor. Take down the bracket of air conditioning compressor. Fuel return short pipes of injector. Unscrew bolts for fuel return pipe at connection part of injector for 1 to 6 cylinders. Take down 6 fuel return short pipes of injector in order. EVB counter holder. Unscrew bolts of EVB counter holder of 1st to 6th cylinders. Take down EVB counter holder. Rocker arm components. Unscrew fixed bolts for 1 to 6 cylinder rocket arm bracket by 18 mm socket. Take down rocker arm seat assembly in order. Take down valve push rods of 1 to 6 cylinders. Unscrew fixed bolts for lower rocker arm cover of 1 to 6 cylinders by 13 mm Allen key. Take down lower rocker arm cover of cylinders. Injector. Unscrew bolts for counter holder of injectors by 13 mm socket. Take down counter holders and injectors in order. Cylinder head. 1. Unscrew 14 auxiliary nuts of cylinder head by 18 mm socket and take down them. 2. Unscrew 24 main bolts by 24 mm socket. Unscrew diagonally and take down them. Main bolts for cylinder head are allowed to be reused for 3 times. Auxiliary nuts for cylinder head are allowed to be reused for 2 times. 3. Take down 6 cylinder heads in order and put them on clean base. Number cylinder gaskets and take them down. 4. Take out 12 tappets in order by virtue of tools. Vibration damper. Unscrew 6 fixed bolts on vibration damper by 16 mm socket. Take down vibration damper. Turn over by 180 degrees. Oil pan. Unscrew 12 fixed bolts for support blocks of oil pan. Take down support blocks. Take down oil pan and oil pan gasket. Gasket of oil sump can be reused. Oil strainer. Unscrew 2 fixed bolts take down the oil strainer. Front housing. Unscrew 11 bolts for front housing. Take down front housing. Oil pump. Unscrew 3 fixed bolts for oil pump. Take down the oil pump. Flywheel. Insert thrust pin into flywheel. To fix flywheel, screw out 9 fixed bolts for flywheel by 21 mm socket. Take down the flywheel. Bolts for flywheel are allowed to be reused for 2 times. Flywheel housing. Screw out 4 bolts at left and right side of transition plate and flywheel housing by 18 mm socket. 5 bolts up and down. 8 internal bolts. Take down flywheel housing. Camshaft gear. Screw out 3 bolts for camshaft gear by 13 mm socket. Take down the camshaft gear. Transition plate. Screw out 4 fixed bolts for transition plate. Take down the transition plate. Rotate the engine body by 90 degrees. Piston and connecting rod components. Rotate crankshaft to an appropriate position. Unscrew connecting rod bolts of 6th cylinder by 21 mm socket. Take down the connecting rod cap of 6th cylinder. Align a connecting rod by stick. Push out piston of 6th cylinder. Take down connecting rod and piston groups of each cylinder in order with this method. Assembly pistons and connecting rods by matching based on number. Rotate the engine body by 90 degrees to make bottom surface downwards. Cylinder sleeve. Pull out cylinder sleeves of 1 to 6 cylinders in order by special tools. Rotate the engine body by 180 degrees to make bottom surface upwards. Dipstick components. Knock out dipstick components by copper hammer. Crankcase. Unscrew 24 auxiliary bolts for crankcase by 13 mm socket and take them down. Unscrew 14 main bearing bolts of crankcase by 27 mm socket and take them down. Unscrew 2 locating pin plugs of crankcase and take them down. Pull out 3 locating pins of crankcase upwards by special tools. By using 4 process bolts, lift the crankcase down. Crankshaft. Take out 2 lower thrust washers on the 6th main bearing of crankshaft. Lift the crankshaft down. Take down 2 upper thrust washers on the 6th main bearing of crankshaft. Camshaft. Unscrew 2 fixed bolts for thrust plate of camshaft. Take down the thrust plate of camshaft. Take out camshaft. Nozzle for engine oil. Unscrew hollow bolt for engine oil nozzle. Take down 6 engine oil nozzles in order.